2 years have passed since the events of the first film. Mike is trying to move on, but his younger sister Abby misses her animatronic friends from Freddy's Diner and keeps hoping that Mike will eventually fix them. Vanessa is tormented by nightmares connected to her father, and although she and Mike stay in touch, they can't seem to take their relationship to the next level. Meanwhile, a trio of young bloggers wanders into the very first Freddy's Pizzeria, awakening the spirit of a girl named Charlotte who died there 20 years ago. She has possessed a giant marionette and wants revenge on all parents whose indifference led to her death. For children far more than for adults, a sense of belonging to something big and all-encompassing is crucial. Kids are more likely to form interest-based communities. They're much easier to ignite. And it doesn't take much fuel to keep that fire burning. Often, they accelerate their own enthusiasm. This kind of popularity vortex once swept up the Five Nights at Freddy's video game series, simple in terms of gameplay mechanics, but with an expansive and intricate lore. Because the games relied not on graphic, naturalistic violence, but on jump scares and atmosphere. Their age rating allowed even younger teens to play them, and those kids quickly propelled the franchise to success. Producer Jason Blum applied the exact same approach to the film adaptation of the first game, which came out in 2023 and became a major commercial hit. With a $20 million budget, Five Nights at Freddy's earned nearly $300 million worldwide. Unsurprisingly, Blum immediately greenlit a sequel, launched according to the most obvious formula: everything is the same, just more expensive. Of course, there are differences between the two Five Nights at Freddy's films, but in this case, there's little point in analyzing them seriously. The first movie cleaned up at the box office solely thanks to its fandom and its mild age rating. For many kids, it was their first horror movie ever, and they went to see it again and again, delighting in jump scares delivered by their favorite characters. The sequel pretends to offer more story, more drama, and more horror, helped by a budget that grew to more than double the original, but in reality, if there's more of anything, it's just excess padding. It's like peeling a cabbage layer by layer only to discover that inside there's nothing but a rotting core. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is built almost entirely on fan service. Kids will be thrilled by new animatronics from the games that pop up in cameo appearances, but adults won't even notice. And why should they, if these puppets are just as silly as the rest? But, and this is important, in the case of Five Nights at Freddy's, no one really cares what critics or seasoned adult viewers think, because it has a completely different target audience. And that audience gets a whole truckload of treats in the sequel, both familiar flavors and new ones, chief among them the marionette, who first appeared in the second game. To be fair, her design in the film is quite appealing, but again, that's praise of the better-than-nothing variety. All the problems of the first film remain in the sequel. It's still a naive, contrived children's matinee of utterly derivative scares, and for adults the only real reason to watch it might be Elizabeth Lail as Vanessa. She seems slightly unaware of what kind of movie she's in and appears to be the only one genuinely earning her paycheck.